for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they... And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so they're trying to find Sharp, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This is caught by Evans. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bucs are going to add on to the... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll try the left side. Robinson. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game. Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there, maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Lawrence will throw. And this this is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to this. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 36. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first. Marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. There he goes, right side. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just, oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A big play there. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Fournette on the counter. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Brady going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Looking downfield for Jones. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. Dancing away at the 35. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40. second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Josh Allen, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. So we've come to... We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Yep. And Brady going to be intercepted. And it's a fumble. A solid stiff arm. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running left, it's Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Man open is Robinson. Touchdown, Jaguars. James Robinson, 46 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing.
Taking it right down Broadway. Johnson jostles free. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So barely time to catch just outside the red zone. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Now Brady. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Shedding the tackle. Open space inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 24 yards for Leonard Fournette. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Incomplete.
thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Back now in Tampa. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. And it's on. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take over here up near the 40. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Shreds the tackle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle. And, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2nd and 11 now. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. On play action, it's Brady going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to lean on that guy right now.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. From the gun on third down, Brady. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And now the throw taken in by Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Shark, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw here. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic, 3rd and long after that last sack. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man right side is Shark. And out of bounds right around the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Again, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold